You will find your own efforts and works growing increasingly shriveled, dry, brittle, and fruitless over time. No amount of self-discipline, status, accomplishments, or willpower can produce the luscious spiritual fruit you were created to bear. Looking for encouragement and motivation? Subscribe now to hear God's message and find renewed strength. So linger with me in the sacred place of abiding. Let my life-giving presence supernaturally course through your whole being, mind, body, soul, and spirit, until every thought, word, and deed overflows with the fruity bouquet of my spirit. For when you remain in me, irrepressible joy will blossom forth. The juice of peace will drip from your branches. You will display the lovely petals of patience. Kindness and goodness will plump on your spirit-fed vines. Faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control will ripen into a fragrant harvest. These fruits of my residing presence are not produced through strenuous effort, but through serene surrender. So do not contort yourself through stringent religious checklists or ascetic pride, trying to bear spiritual fruit through dead works disconnected from me. That only leads to dry, juiceless religion, devoid of beauty and nourishment. Instead, let me tenderly prune away any withered portions and encroaching vines trying to entangle you. Allow my careful pruning to bring you fresh pain, so my spirit can flow more freely and you can bear richer fruit. My child, you cannot bear anything of worth without me, for I am the source, the nourishment, the entire life force enabling fruitfulness. Apart from our living union, your works and ways wither into decay and death, so remain in me. Not just remaining near me, but remaining in me. Let your spirit be submerged and rooted in mine. For just as a branch cannot produce fruit by simply dangling near the vine, you also cannot thrive with only a surface-level faith. Go deeper into intimate, abiding companionship with me. Want to experience God's love and presence? Subscribe now to receive His message and feel His embrace. When you linger here, resting at the very center of my invigorating presence, you cannot help but bear much fruit. The old lush fruits of selfless love, overflowing joy and steadfast peace. The zesty fruits of patience, kindness, and authentic goodness. The sweet and brambly clusters of faithfulness and self-mastery. This is the glorious yield of a life branched in me, the vine of vitality. So remain adjoined to me, united as one. Do not wander off into barren works or wildernesses of dry toil. I have already planted in you everything required to flourish and multiply. Stay rooted and you will bear sweet, everlasting spiritual fruits, bursting delicacies to be plucked and savored for the nourishment of many. All you need is found in our sacred abiding. For in me, the true vine, there is life to the fullest. Multiply God's presence in your life by sharing this video with up to 3 people. Amen. Transform your life with the abundance of God's blessings. Watch until the end of His message and witness His favor manifest in every aspect of your being. My precious child, may you be filled with the deep awareness that you are forever united with me, just as a healthy branch is eternally connected to the life-giving vine. For I am the true vine, and you are one of my beloved branches. Apart from our vital union, you can produce no lasting fruit on your own, but abide in me, and the sweet, fragrant fruit of my spirit will blossom forth from your life in abundance. Awaken the spirit of prosperity within you. Type, "Yes, I need" in the comments and receive God's abundant blessings. Think about the simple beauty and wisdom of how a vine and its branches coexist in harmonious flow. The branch does not have to strive or toil, using up its energy in futile efforts to manufacture its own life source. No, it need only remain attached to the vine, receiving the sap coursing through from the root. As it rests in persistent union, fruit inevitably emerges, first the tender bud, then the fragile blossom, and finally the plump, ripened gift ready to be enjoyed. Do you spend too much time disconnected from me, trying to force results through sheer willpower and self-effort? My child, I did not create you to be an isolated, self-contained branch, independent and disconnected. I designed you to flourish only when grafted into me. the perpetual vine overflowing with divine life and nourishment. You cannot produce anything of lasting substance or worthy fruit through your own strength or human strivings. How quickly such attempts wither and fade. Enrich your journey with God's grace. Support our ministry's mission by clicking the thanks button. Remain in me, and I will remain in you. Linger in this sacred place of abiding union with your Creator and Redeemer. Do not let the frantic busyness of this world, with its incessant demands and distractions, lure you away from the quiet stream where I tenderly nurture you. For every work accomplished apart from my indwelling presence is ultimately futile and empty, but everything produced from the overflow of our vital communion is eternally bountiful and brimming with sweet sustenance. If a grape branch tries to sever its connection from the vine, what happens? It will eventually shrivel up, turn to dry, brittle wood, and bear no fruit whatsoever. It cannot manufacture its own sap or nutrients, and neither can you manufacture spiritual nourishment on your own, apart from me, disconnected from the wellspring of my spirit's life flow. Amen.